So do you think this industry for a hard worker or a smart worker, Noel?
For both.
Hmm.
You have to have both. I mean, I'm all of the adage of work, smarter, not harder. But that doesn't mean, there's a saying I've heard before that talent beats hard work only when hard work beats talent only when
Right.
talent is lazy. So if talent's not lazy, if you have talent, you're smart, you work hard as well, no one can beat you. But if you could be as bright as you want, but if you're lazy, you're not going to get it done. So I think you have to have both. You have to be smart and hard work.
I believe, Noel, so when you work harder, then you become smarter, isn't it?
Exactly. Exactly. That goes back to what we said a minute ago about learning from your mistakes. If you're working hard and you're making mistakes,
Hmm.
most managers will understand that as long as you're not making the same mistakes. If you see that a recruiter is making the same mistake and they're forgetting to get, some minor detail, they're forgetting to get the last four of a social, and they
Correct.
do it the first couple of times, okay, you might let them slide. But if they continue making that error, then that becomes a problem. Now, if they're doing that and they're working their butt off and they're working hard, that's when you leave them some slack. But if they don't adjust, that
Yes.
just means they're not going to learn from their mistakes, and that's a very big red flag with that particular recruiter. They need to learn from that mistake and start adjusting, whether it's taking notes, whether it's recording stuff, or going through a checklist, whatever it is, but making the adjustment so that they're not making that same mistake over and over.
So it boils down to the one thing is the seriousness, right? Seriousness, focus, and how important that particular job is for you.
Exactly. If you take pride in what you do, you're usually going to be successful, because if you take pride, you're going to want to do well. And that's why overall, it's up to a recruiter or an account manager or a delivery specialist or a manager. It's up to them to determine how successful they're going to be. If you have a company that gives you the tools to
Yes.
do your job and you're not doing your job, then that's on you. That's not on the company. Um, you
Right.
know, Too many people say, "Oh, my boss doesn't do this." My bosses, I've had bosses that have been amazing, and I've had bosses that we clashed all day long. But no matter what, I did my job, and I succeeded at what I did by working my butt off and doing, utilizing the tools that they gave me and learning from my mistakes. So